Hi guys, I'm glad you've come back for our third instalment of our musical notation. We're going to be writing a 4-bar rhythm. You're going to be writing your own. Now in the first session, we learnt about the different notes and how long they last for. We had you remember what it's called? A world, which equaled, remember how much it equaled? It equaled 4. And do you remember the next one was called a soup, and it equaled how much? Yep, 2. And then the third one was our drink of our tea. Yeah, it was a tea, and it equaled how much? It equaled 1. Yeah, worlds equal 4, soups equal 2, and teas equal 1. And then in the second session, I reminded you about those different notes, and then you copied my 4-bar rhythm. I wrote a 4-bar rhythm, and you copied my 4-bar rhythm, and then we played it together. We learned how to play the 4-bar rhythm. But the important thing is for today that you understand that last session you copied my 4-bar rhythm. Today you are going to write your own 4-bar rhythm. I'm going to show you how to write a 4-bar rhythm and the different ways that you could choose to do your 4-bar rhythm. So first of all, get your whiteboard and your whiteboard pen. Maybe you've got a piece of paper, and we're going to write at the beginning 4-4, just like normal. 4 with a 4 on top. That's our time signature. It tells us we've got to add up to 4. So first of all, just like last time, you're going to copy me. But after you've copied me, I'm going to get you to write your own. But for now, just copy me. We're going to write T. It's not very neat. Another T. Another T. And another T. They're really messy T's, oh my goodness. But I'm sure yours will be nicer because you're not using your fat finger. I'm using my fat finger still. But you can use your whiteboard pen or your pencil. I've done 4 T's. A T is 1, a T is 1, a T is 1, and a T is 1. So I've got 4 there, so I'm going to put a barfish. Wait a minute. It's not called a barfish. It's called a bar... It looks like a fish. No, it doesn't look like a fish. It looks like a line. It's next to the bar. Oh yeah, it's called a bar line. Silly me. Okay, bar line. I'm going to put a bar line because it's got to add up to 4. It does add up to 4. So I'd do the next bar now. So copy me. I'm going to put a soup and another soup. That's 2 plus 2. And we all know that's 4. Just like last time. So we're going to put a bar line. Not a bar fish, a bar line. Then we've got a world. A world equals 4. We've got to add up to 4. 4 is 4. So we're going to put a bar line. So far we've got 3 different bars. That's only a 3-bar rhythm because it's only got 3 bars at the moment. It's got T, 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 T. That equals 4. It's got soup, soup. That equals 4. And it's got world. And that equals 4. Now, there are 3 different ways that you can use the notes if you only use the same note in a bar. So in my T bar, I've only got T's. In my soup one, I've only got soups. And in my world one, I've only got worlds. But I can mix them up. Do you remember from last time? We can do a T bit neater. Another T. and a soup. That's 1 plus 1 plus 2. And everyone knows that 1 plus 1 plus 2 equals 4. So I'm going to put a bar line. Now you might be thinking, Mr. Hall, you need to put a double bar line. Well, I'm not going to right now. You will when you do your 4-bar rhythm. And right now I've got a 4-bar rhythm. There's 4 bars. T, 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 that's bar 1. Soup, soup, that's bar 2. World, that's bar 3. And T, T, soup, that's bar 4. But I'm not going to stop there because there are 2 more different ways that I can write these notes into little patterns. 2 more ways. So I'm going to put a 4-4 underneath. Just like when you're writing words, you would write some words on a line to make a sentence. If you run out of room at the end of the page, you don't go underneath at the end of the page. You go back to the beginning and just go a line down. That's how you write. You go across the page, then the next line down and go across the page, then the next line down. Same as music. We've gone across the page, then I've run out of room, but I've not finished yet. So I go on the next line down. I'm going to put a soup first this time, and then a T, and a T. And if you're really, really smart, you could see that what I've just done is the same as bar 4. That went T, T, soup. But this bar does it the other way around. It starts with the soup, which is 2, then does a T, then does a T. It's still 4 though. 2 plus 1 plus 1 is 4. 1 plus 1 plus 2 is 4. 2 plus 1 plus 1 is 4. Same thing back to front. So it still equals 4. So we put a bar line. That is different. I know it looks similar. It's definitely similar, but it's different. The first one goes T, T, soup, and this one goes soup, T, T. They're very similar, but they are not the same. They are back to front. Then there's one more. One more. The last one is the hardest one to say because the soup is in the middle. We're going to put a T, then a soup, then a T. That is 1 plus 2 plus 1. It's the same. It's 1 plus 2 plus 1, which is 4. It equals 4. It's T, soup, T. It's quite hard to say because you've got to say the soup in the middle, and the soup's got to last for 2. But there you go, I finished. So now I'm going to put my double bar line because I've finished. I've got 6 bars. I've actually got a 6-bar rhythm there. You're going to write a 4-bar rhythm. My rhythm is T, 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 T. Soup, soup, world. T, T, soup, soup, T, 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 soup, T. I've got 6 different bars. Now let's see if I can change the colour. Can I go to red? Let's see. If I write bar 1, bar 2, bar 3, bar 4, bar 5, and bar 6, can you see that I've got 6 bars? That's not what we normally do on music. We don't normally write the numbers of the bars in. But I've written them on there to help you. Can you see? I've got bar 1, which goes T, 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 T. I've got bar 2, which goes soup, soup. I've got bar 3, which goes world. And I've got bar 4, which goes T, T, soup. I've got bar 5, which goes soup, T, T. And I've got bar 6, which is the hardest one, which goes T, soup, T. Can you say them all with me? Get ready. 1, 2, off we go. T, 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 T. Soup, soup, world. T, T, soup, soup. T, 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 soup, T. Brilliant. Now, if you pause the video and go and get your shaker, remember your shakers that you should have made last time, or maybe you've just got an egg. I've got an egg. Here's my egg. When you do a T, you tap it. So pause the video, go and get your shaker. Make a shaker out of anything. It could be a bottle. Probably not a very good idea to use a glass bottle, plastic bottles or a tub, anything. And you can put anything inside it. Lego bits, stones, rice, pasta, doesn't matter. Obviously, if the pasta, it's got to be hard pasta that's not cooked. So anything you want, shove it inside, put the top back on, and just shake it. And you should make a shaker. I've got a little egg. When you see a T, you tap it. When you see a soup, you shake it. Soup. When you see a world, you wiggle it over your head. Wiggle for world. World. So I'm going to do this pattern. You ready? 1, 2, off we go. T, 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 T. Soup, soup, world. T, T, soup, soup. T, 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 soup, T. Right, you're going to do it with me. You've heard me do it. Now you're going to do it with me. Get your shaker. 1, 2, off we go. T, 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 T. Soup, soup, world. T, T, soup, soup. T, 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 soup, T. Brilliant, guys. So you have just written every single different combination. Ooh, combination. That's a weird word. Combination means the different ways that you can do something. It's not just a musical word. You might have a combination lock which has different numbers on it. You can choose what your password is on the combination lock. Well, you can choose different combinations. And when we do music, when we do notation with just T's and soups and worlds, just T's, soups and worlds, there are only 6 combinations, 6 different ways that you can put those notes into a bar for 4/4 and make it work. And I've just done them for you. You've just written all 6 ways down. Now your next job in this little session is to write your own 4-bar rhythm. So just like before, you're going to write a 4/4 at the beginning. But this time, like the first session and the second session, you're going to write a 4-bar rhythm, put in the bar lines, and just choose 4 of my combinations. There's 6 to choose from. So you might choose to do number 2 first. You might then choose to do number 4. You might then choose to do number 6. And then you might choose number 1 to go last. Or you might choose number 3 first. You might decide to put number 3 as your first bar. So your first bar might start off with world. You might choose to do number 5 next. So your music would go world, soup, T, T. Then you might choose to do number 1. T, 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 T. Then you might choose number 3 again. World. So you might choose to do number 3, then number 5, then number 1, then number 3. And that's your 4-bar rhythm. You are allowed to use them more than once. So you could go world, soup, T, 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 world. That was a 4-bar rhythm. It was number 3 first, then number 5, then number 1, then number 3 again. You could choose to do number 2, then number 2 again, then number 6, then number 2 again if you want. That'd be soup, 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 tea, soup, tea, and then soup, soup. It would sound like this. Soup, 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 tea, soup, tea, soup, soup. All you've got to do is choose 4 of the 6 different patterns and put them into any order that you want. Absolutely any order that you want. I'm going to rub mine out. I'm going to do one for you right now, but don't copy mine because that's just cheating. Obviously, if you've already written yours and it just happens to be the same as the one I'm about to write, then that's just a coincidence. But try not to copy mine. You can do 1, you can do 2 4-bar rhythms, you can do as many as you want. You can keep on rubbing them out and doing more. I don't mind. But here's one. I'm going to go for the world first. Oh, it's in red. I don't want red. Let's change back to black. Black. Thank you. I'm going to put a world first. I'm going to put a bar line. I'm going to do, I don't know, I'm going to go for 2 soups. I'm going to put a bar line. I'm going to go for, I don't know, a tea, soup and a tea. I'm going to go for a tea, a soup and a tea. I'm going to put a bar line. And then I'm going to finish it off with a soup and a soup. A bit messy. And then I'm going to put a double bar line. Double bar line means I've finished. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 bars there. This bar equals 4. This bar equals 4. This bar equals 4. And this bar equals 4. They all equal 4 because they've got to. And I've got a rhythm. It's a 4-bar rhythm because it's got 4 bars. I'm going to say my rhythm. Do you want to say it with me? 1, 2, off we go. World. Soup, soup, tea. Soup, tea. Soup, soup. Now that's mine. I've put that into that particular order because I felt like it. Literally, that is what you can do. You choose your rhythm because you feel like putting that particular bar at the beginning and that particular bar at the end. You can do what you want. So guys, I'm going to rub mine out and you try and do yours. So all you've got to do 4/4. Write some notes, blah, 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 blah. Put a bar line. Pick another pattern, blah, 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 blah. Put a bar line. Pick another pattern, blah, 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 blah. Put a bar line. And pick your 4th pattern, blah, 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 anything you want. And put 2 bar lines.